All right, and we're live week 3 of NFL bets with Vic and Big Tone. This board it looks like the bottom of my foot, man. It is ugly. It is brutal. I absolutely hate this board. It's going to be one of those days where you either go 5-0 or 0-5. I don't think there's an in between.
Yeah, no, it's a gross board. I got a gross parlay I already put together for some gross bust money, so we'll see how it happens here.
I love the ugly days. I wake up in the morning. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Next thing you know, it's Sunday night. I'm like, wow, I went 6-0 today. It hasn't happened. Hasn't happened in a while, but today could be the day.
All right. Well, let's start with, in my opinion, one of the ugliest games on the board: Chicago Bears on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. I really don't know what to make of Chicago and Caleb Williams. I think Caleb will be great down the road, but that offensive line is horrible. You never know what you're getting in Anthony Richardson. You would literally have to shove a 12-gauge shotgun down my throat if you wanted me to bet this game in any which way. I don't like the total. I don't like the point spread. I don't like the money line. I don't even like a fucking touchdown score in this game. I'm not touching it. Shotgun in my mouth. I would take the Colts at home.
Go ahead, Vic.
Yeah, Nick, I got to be honest with you. I watched the other night. I guess it was, I don't know, Monday night. I get confused. I don't really follow calendar. But they have no offensive line. And no quarterback. I mean, that not having an offensive line for your quarterback can literally fuck up his entire career. That's, I think, the reason why Harbaugh went out and got Joe Alt right away. Try to build a line around fucking Herbert before his career ends. If I got to bet this game, it's an easy decision for me. Colts laying the 1.5.
Colts have a ridiculous offensive line, and Anthony Richardson looked fucking like dog shit the other day against Green Bay. So, no, it's a coin flip for me. At some point, Chicago Bears have to score an offensive touchdown, right? They have to. It's football. I would think at some point they're going to score. Give me DeAndre Swift to score a touchdown. I'm going to keep going to the well on him, but I hate this game. That's the only bet I like, Swift touchdown.
All right, next one, Denver Broncos on the road against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let me tell you boys something. There is no one that I love more than Bo Nix. This guy just week after week keeps putting money in my pocket. And Vegas is finally catching on. He's listed as minus 200 to have over half an interception.
Wow.
Just for perspective, week 1, he was minus 110. Week 2, he was minus 140. Now he's up to minus 200 to throw an interception. I don't give a fuck. I'm betting it every single week. It's done nothing but make me money. I'm going to parlay it with Bucks money line. Bucks money line, Bo Nix interception pays out minus 115, I believe. So that's what I'm going with. Bo Nix to throw a pick, Bucks money line over the Denver Broncos.
I told you guys I have an ugly parlay I put together. Denver money line's part of it. I'm taking Denver money line. Everyone's all over Tampa Bay's dick, and I am too, honestly. I love Baker. He's throwing dimes. They look good the first 2 weeks, but this is a classic. This is just a classic spot where they drop a game. Broncos have looked so bad. Bucks have looked so good. Give me Denver money line in this one. This is gonna be
I get the logic, but out of every team you could have used that theory on, you chose the Bo Nix led Denver Broncos.
Let me tell you what.
Not a team with like a competent quarterback that like has proven himself. You're going with Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos.
Listen, the sexy pick. Everyone's talking about the Panthers this week. I'm over here in Denver. Just leave me alone. Let me do my
All right. Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm rooting against you.
I will say though, Sean Payton is definitely benefited from Drew Brees because this guy sucks. But I'm doing it to spite him. It's ugly, but that's what I'm doing. Denver.
All right, Vic.
Just a reminder: first smoke shop, which was 2 weeks ago. I don't want to let this slide. When both of you thought your teams could win Super Bowls, I went 3-1 on official plays. So my first official play today, Denver Broncos. Simple trick to trading the stock market. While everyone's like, holy shit, did you see the stock explode? And they're buying it. I'm selling it. When a company's all the way down in the pits and everyone's like, this company's going to fold, even though they've been around for 100 years, I'm a buyer. Right now, everyone loves Tampa Bay. Everyone's pissing on Denver. Classic buy low, sell high. I'm buying low on the Broncos. I'm selling high on Tampa. My main play today, official play, Broncos plus 6.5.
Let's go, Vicky.
Oh, perfect. So I got both of you idiots on Denver.
So you'll win.
And I got Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield to myself, and you guys have Bo Nix.
How many
Beautiful.
7-point favorites took in the ass fucking last week? A lot.
Hey, it's a new week. It's a new week, Mr. Stock
know.
Market. It's a new week. Maybe now the favorites might be hot. Next game. This game fucking blows. They might as well put this game on the last page of Pornhub. I mean, this game blows.
those bad nights.
New York Giants on the road against the Cleveland Browns. Browns are -6.5. The total is 38.5. I mean, Tone, you're a Giants fan. I'll start with you, bro. I have absolutely nothing in this game.
I'll click the last tab on the page and watch some Giants porn for sure. Listen, I was in Wisconsin last week for the Alabama-Wisconsin game, and I was flying home Sunday. I thought my friends were joking when they said the Giants lost and the Commanders didn't score a touchdown. I thought they were fucking with me. The team is just figuring out ways to lose. They're so bad. I'm off the Daniel Jones train. However, Deshaun's just as fucking bad. I don't trust Cleveland either. This is going to be one of the games the Giants win. I'm also taking the Giants. They're part of the ugly, gross parlay. Oof. They're the second team. We got the Giants and we got Denver, those two teams, and I got two more for that parlay. So give me the Giants money line.
This game is gross, but I'm also a diehard Giant fan. If you guys didn't,
no, you're not.
I just could say, because I don't cry when they have no team. Watson actually didn't look bad last week. He looked awkward. Like nothing looks smooth like the way he used to. I guess when he was young,
he can't get massages anymore.
I guess he's all tense, but he actually looked good. Like he made some throws. I don't know. The Giants fucking stink. I mean, if I got to bet this game, if we're all like, let's put money together, bet the Giant game and hang out and watch it, I got to take Cleveland. I can't. I fucking hate this Giant team. They're awful. They're fucking. Well, at least neighbors look good, but nobody else really. They're bad.
Also, the Giants can't do anything with the blitz, and Cleveland's going to bring the fucking heat every
single
day. So it is going to be tough. We'll see.
And Cleveland, their defense hasn't even really started playing good yet either. So
they both suck. Game. Both these teams suck.
Garbage.
I got nothing in this game though. You couldn't pay me to bet this game. This next game is very.
If you had a gun to your head, that's the
gun to my head.
Yeah, it's the whole trick. How do you think I want to bet the fucking Browns and Giants?
I take the under 38.5. I think both offenses blow.
At least might be the only guy watching.
Yeah, no, I mean, if anyone in America outside of the Giants fan base and Browns fan base watches this game, they need to call. They need to call a 1-800 number, brother. All right, this game's going to be really interesting. The line movement's been a little weird too. Houston is now down to 1.5 on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota coming off a huge win against the San Francisco 49ers. Houston coming off a primetime win against the Bears. Look, I think this kind of goes back to that buy low, sell high, whatever the fuck it's called. I like Houston in this game. I really do. I think they go in there and they beat the fuck out of them. I don't even think it's going to be close.
I do too. I think Houston's just a lot better of a team, and I think this is going to be – I like the under in this game, under 46.
Wow.
I think we see the Texans actually do something against the Vikings here, and I don't see Vikings putting up a bunch of points. Texans are a real playoff team. I know Vikings look good with Darnold and whatnot, but I think the Texans are for real. I think it's going to be a bloodbath, this one, but I'm taking the under.
And even if it's not, even if I'm completely wrong with my theory that I think Houston's going to blow them out, if the line's 1.5 and Houston on the money line's -125, and this is a close defensive game, I'd much rather have CJ Stroud with the ball in his hands on the last drive than Sam Darnold. Even though he's looked good for 2 weeks, it's the only 2 weeks of the year that he's looked good in his entire career. So I'm taking CJ Stroud basically on the money.
Tricky game, but I love to read Mondays what the players say after the game. And Purdy said after the game that Flores, I guess he's the defensive coach. You know him, right, Nick? Brian Flores?
I know all about him. Used to be the Dolphins head coach. And then got fired because he wanted to move on from Tua. And now Tua's on the fucking IR for the second time in 3 years. Continue.
He might have been right, but supposedly his defense had Purdy didn't know what the fuck was going on. Now that's shocking. Why would he even say that? And to have his coach, Shanahan, not able to figure out what Minnesota was doing on defense, words like that scare the shit out of me. So if I'm forced to bet this game or make a pick on this game, to me, it's got to be the Vikings +1.5, just for the fact that, everyone's talking about, Donald's, Jefferson, he's a choker, Donald, this, that. But nobody's talking about the defense yet. And if for Purdy to say he didn't know what was going on, I'm going to throw my money down on the Vikings one more time then and see what that defense does today against Houston.
All right. Happy birthday to Jenna. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jenna. The best.
What do we have next? Another great game. Bro, the NFL is low-key getting trashed.
It is tough right now.
It
doesn't
is.
help when fucking quarterbacks are hurt. It makes the games 1,000 times worse.
This could be the worst era of quarterbacks in NFL as far back as I can remember.
It is.
It's a lot
brutal.
of shit. Yeah, there's a lot of shit quarterbacks.
Chargers on the road against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's laying 2. The total is at 35.
Just without bacon, egg, and cheese.
It's just soft egg and cheese. I'm going to make love to this thing when we're done. I'm so fucking hungry. I'll start. Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines ran it down USC's fucking throat last night. He's going to go do it with the Chargers now, too. I love the Chargers. I'm on the Chargers. Futures everywhere. Give me the Chargers, Chargers.
I'm on the Chargers, too. So if Vic comes on here and says Chargers, the Steelers might be a mortal max for the entire country.
He loves the Steelers.
No, I don't know if I could do. Listen, they got their offense is fucking boring. Chargers. They're traveling across the country. I think he kept them on the West Coast all week.
Yeah.
They haven't even seen their wives to get laid. Well, they're probably still getting laid anyway. They haven't seen their wives. They haven't fucking eaten at their favorite food spot. They haven't seen none of their friends. They're going to want to just get the fuck out of there and get home. You ever been on a vacation where it's just like, it's done. I'm done. I did everything I wanted to. I just want to go home. That's probably how they feel. And Harbaugh's a sick bastard. He's probably like, wasn't this fucking great? Not staying here, So I don't know. I hate laying 2.5. The money line I think was like 140 and change. If I had to bet it, I would take the Steelers on the money line in that game.
Did you see? Bosa said Harbaugh just does the cold tub in full clothes?
Yeah, there are all kinds of things
Fucking
they're saying
lunatic.
about him. He's a maniac. The guy is a maniac.
You like that one, Vic?
Hey.
He's a married man with kids. Come on.
I'm washed.
It feels good to know you still have it. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I have the under 35 as an official play. I love unders. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of my favorite things in the world is watching a shitty football game when you have the under. It's just beautiful because you feel like a genius. So when I see a total like 35, I have no choice but to auto bet it. This next game is actually, I believe, probably the game of the 1 o'clock slate. Eagles on the road at New Orleans. Eagles are getting 2.5. Fun fact, on Monday, when did the Birds play Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, so before they lost on Monday, they were 2.5-point favorites. They then lost, and the line moved 5.5 points. The Saints are now minus 2.5. I like the Birds here in this spot a lot. I know the Saints have looked good the first 2 weeks. They beat up on the Panthers. They shit on the Cowboys, which I thought was impressive, but I really don't know who Dallas is. I know the Eagles have looked wishy-washy, but I don't know, man. I just feel like if anyone stock is at an all-time high right now, there is no one higher than the Saints and almost no one lower than the Eagles right now. So I'm taking the Birds. I'm going to buy the 0.5 point. It's an official play, Birds +3. It's my favorite bet of the 12 o'clock window.
Yeah, it's a great game. You're getting a team. The Eagles go 0-3. We might wake up. Sirianni might be fucking canned tomorrow, and that'll set up a legacy play for us next week.
Well, they won the first game of the year.
Oh, that's right. They beat Green Bay. They didn't cover though.
But
I only think
there is a pattern here with them fucking puking on themselves. Like this isn't just a fluke. This is like the last year and a half we've seen this. That game last week against Atlanta was telling. Like Saquon's big. I'm kind of with Nicky here. I kind of think I lean the Birds, but New Orleans is not a fucking fluke. It's just not. They look good. I know it was the Panthers. I know it was whoever the fuck, but they're good. Derek Carr's looking good. Gun to head here, I'm taking the Eagles too, but it's tough to play at the Saints' place, and they've looked shaky, man.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. But New Orleans, how many good games are they? If they score 40 again today, they're an automatic go against next week. I mean,
sure.
There's got to be some aggression.
I don't know. I like the Birds +3. Fuck it.
Eagles on the TV game. They actually played great, but they played hard and they competed. But then Vic Fangio in the last minute and a half.
He sucks. Vic Fangio blows.
The coaching let them down. Sirianni's got to run the ball twice because at that point,
I don't know, man. Barkley's a professional athlete getting paid millions of dollars
no
here. He should
hands.
catch the fucking ball.
Catch
He
the
should catch
fucking
the ball. Catch the
He has
ball.
no
It was a
hand. He has
perfect
no
play
hands.
call.
He
Perfect
has
play
no
call.
hands. No hands.
Most drops as a running back out of the backfield since he's walked into the league too.
Yeah, he's
Really?
the worst. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got one of the highest drop rate percentages for a running back.
He also just
Probably.
went in that fucking building. Like, that's the other thing.
They needed 3 yards. Just run the ball up the middle. If you don't get it, you do the fucking tushy-pushy. Worst case scenario, they're getting fucking the ball back where they have to go 95 yards in 55 seconds. Instead, you give it to them at 130, and you let them fucking drive all the way down in a prevent defense. Fangio, fucking coaches let them down. Fucking 2 idiots.
Feels like Eagles are in panic mode.
Well, hopefully they figure it the fuck out because I got them +3. Packers, Titans. I have no feel on this game. I'll let you guys have this one.
Fucking Eagles cost me twice already this year. Sorry, it just dawned on me. I lost with them on Monday. They had to cover 5.5. I'm like, yeah, things are turning around. Look how lucky that was. Touchdown against fucking Green Bay opening week. I think I took the fucking Packers and lost too. They cost me money. I'm not betting that game today. All right, guys, next game, I bet. Just realize it.
Titans defense is fucking good. Packers got a backup quarterback, some dinged up guys on wide receiver. This is a gross fucking game. But
Terrible.
I'm not betting it, but gun to head, I would take the Titans here.
Vic?
Yeah, Green Bay got by last week. I think the coach had the quarterback Willis coached up, but he's going against his old team today. He might want to give it to them a little bit of motivation there for Malik. I don't know. And this kid Levis, his splits are good at home. He didn't look so good last week, but he's back home this week where he's more comfortable. But I think if I had to take this game, I think I'm taking the Packers. I'm just not a believer of the Titans coaching staff. I'm not a believer of anyone on the offense. And I still think Green Bay, even though Jordan Love was a star last year, I still think they got a little bit better of a defense, and I think they got better coaching.
All right. Next game. I mean, dude, I don't know how the NFL's been. I mean, I know how they make money, but these games are just they fucking suck. Panthers, Raiders. Raiders laying 5.5. We got Gardner Minshew versus Andy Dalton today. The over/under is 40. Dude, I like gun in my head. I guess I'm taking the Raiders. Like I don't know. This board is horrible.
Yeah, the women's field hockey is going to be more fucking interesting than this game. I don't.
Crazy.
This game sucks. This is my fantasy football game because I had Tua and I had Love. I don't have a fucking quarterback, so I have Gardner. So gun to head to be the Raiders, but I fucking hate this game too.
All right,
what do you got, Vic?
I'm taking the Panthers official play +5.5. Fucking listen, you got this kid stinks. The guy from Alabama, the quarterback.
Dude, he's jumping up in the air to look over the line to throw,
and he's like, "Yo, why am I getting benched?" He was like, he couldn't believe why he was getting. Because, dude, you fucking suck. You need me to tell you suck? You don't know?
Andy Dalton this week, right?
Andy Dalton. I think when something like that happens, you actually get a competent quarterback in, like kind of last year when Tommy Cutlitz took over for Daniel Jones. The team just feels relieved. Like the receivers are going to run better routes knowing this guy's going to fucking see me. You know, the other guy's fucking lost in the sauce. So I think the whole team defense, I think everybody steps up. Everyone plays better. I hate Dalton, but he's a all-pro. You know, he's a veteran. He's played in the playoffs, I think. Either way, for that, give me the 5.5. They're gonna play their best game of the season, Panthers. 5.5.
All right. Next game. Miami. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I said the games get better, thankfully, at 4:00.
Yes, the 4:00 games are fucking great. Yes, you're right. My Miami Dolphins on the road against the Seattle Seahawks. This line opened at 6. It has been bet all the way down to 4. The total is at 42. Listen, I know exactly what's going to happen in this game. The Dolphins are going to either win outright or they're going to lose by 1. I love the Dolphins +4.5. The line's at 4. I'd still take it. But what's going to happen, and I need to go home after this, I'm going to go bet it. I'm taking the under 42. The Miami Dolphins defense will put on a masterclass. Anytime they play any team that's not Buffalo, they are great. They will be able to. They'll get after Geno Smith. Jalen Phillips will have at least 1 or 2 sacks. I think the Dolphins either win or lose in a game that's like 17-16 type shit. Give me the Dolphins +4.5, though. That's an official play.
Seahawks might be good, huh, Vic?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Not really. Dude, they struggled against Bo Nix and the Broncos. They had to go to overtime to beat the Patriots and Jacoby Brissett.
Man, those are two shit teams. Patriots look fucking
like
horrible
if they
Monday
weren't if they weren't 2-0, we'd be talking about how they're the worst team in the NFL. Like you have to win those 2 games.
I think Miami today is going to be almost the same situation as Green Bay last week. If this coach McDaniel's any good, he's going to make sure this kid Skylar Thompson is coached up. The line took a sharp 1.5 dive, like in one shot, not a half point, then another half a day later. Like this thing moved. So the only 2 reasons that happened, someone laid in big money, and I don't mean someone that just has a lot of money that gambles. I mean someone that's fucking sharp, laid in big money on that game, or the reports coming from practice was, this kid Thompson's ready. So if McDaniels is any kind of a coach, he's going to have this guy ready. He's got everything around him. I always say in the NFL, these quarterbacks, they're fucking all great until they lose their weapons. Then they're like, they fucking suck. So if this coach is any good, if he's fucking a coach in this league, he'll have Thompson prepared. Dolphins will play way better than everyone's expected them to play. At 4.5, Seattle in one of the toughest home places to play, only 4.5. So's the tie for me. Official play. That's my third official play. The fish plus 4.5.
And Miami's got plenty of.
We're mammals, by the way. We're not fish.
Oh yeah, it's true. Why do they call them the fish?
We don't. No one calls us the fish.
Well, no, Jet fans
fins.
call you the fish because they used to hold up the big sign, "Squish the fish," and I rode with that when I was a kid for a while.
Yeah, that's
great sign.
No, I mean, they got enough weapons on offense where they're going to be able to kind of help this kid out a little bit. I mean, the Dolphins, I like the over. Give me the over. You got 2 guys who can fucking run 1,000 miles an hour. I'll take it.
I don't like that bet, Tom. I don't like it, but it's your pick, not mine. All right, Niners on the road against the Rams. Niners laying 6.5. I couldn't even tell you who's playing for the Rams today. That whole team's on IR. I guess just give me the Niners minus 6.5. I'm not betting this game, though.
Why is the line half? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm taking the Rams here for this exact reason, and the Rams are my 3rd team in the gross fucking parlay this week. So we've got Giants, we've got Denver, we've got the Rams, we got one more. Give me the Rams money line. Wow. Doesn't McVay always kick the shit out of Kyle Shanahan too? I feel like there's that stat in there. They're 0-2. This is a big fucking must win for them, I think. They got to turn it around. They're beat up 6.5. That line fucking
to
me.
Tone, name one receiver on the Rams that's playing today.
Fucking Brandon Cooks. Is he on their team still?
Is he? I don't know. He could be in Dallas. I have no idea.
The guy from the Bears that used to.
The guy from the Bears. Yeah.
The receiver used to be on the Bears. I forgot his name.
Listen,
He's there.
You know
they
what?
stink.
You're going to run the football. You're going to pound the football. You're going to play defense. That's all you can do. And I think they're going to just got to get cute with it. You got to talk about 2 good head coaches. The line stinks. Why is the number not fucking 8.5? It doesn't make any sense to me.
I think what no one's really talking about is the fact that what I said before, Purdy said he didn't know what the fuck was going on. I feel like the Rams coaching staff, McVay's going to go, he was confused. Let's see what they did and build off that. That's just football scheming right there. You know what I mean? So I think even though we're all like fucking the 49ers played bad last week, they're going to bounce back and crush someone. You know what? They're still a team that lost the Super Bowl last year. Teams that lose the Super Bowl the last year have fucking problems. So what? They started off great and beat up the Jets with fucking Aaron Rodgers' ankle still fucking rusty. You know what I mean? And McVay, they're looking, I think I'm right on this one. They're looking at 0-3 in the face.
You are right.
I know they're fucking, but when you're 0-3, you have like no shot. You're fucking toast. You know what I mean? Yep. So they're going to be a desperate team. You're going to have to bite someone under the pile, do whatever they fucking win. And I think that's the kind of game they'll play. They hate each other. It's a rivalry. I'm just hoping if I have to bet the game, it stays close. I take the 6.5.
All right. Next game. This game is probably my favorite game of the week in terms of viewership. Lions, Cardinals. Lions are laying 3. Totals 51.5. Lions coming off an embarrassing loss at home to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cardinals they put the fucking smackdown on them last week. Listen, I think there's too much hype around this Arizona team. I got people telling me Kyler Murray's going to win MVP and all this bullshit. I still think the Lions, they're stronger where it matters most. Their front seven's elite. Their offensive line is great. Jared Goff had a shit game last week. I think they bounced back, and I think they beat the fucking piss out of the Cardinals.
Right, is this a
official play? Official play -3.
Beautiful.
Lions -3.
Is this another one of those fucking sell high, buy low teams? Because nobody looked better than Arizona. He put on a fucking masterclass. I had the Rams. I sat there and I never lost money faster than that. That was fucking gone in a minute. Like, I was like, oh, that's fucked. What's next on the board? That game's tough. I don't think they could do that again. I really don't think Arizona could repeat that. They do look really good. I don't know. It's a tough game. I think I would have to take Arizona again. I don't know.
The tough game. And Arizona is rounded out the 4-team parlay. 4-team parlay, money line plus 11,000. Giants, Denver, Rams, Arizona. Arizona's look good. They're throwing the ball. The only holes you can poke in Detroit is their secondary the last couple of years. It's gotten better this year, but the Lions don't really lose back-to-back games, right? And people know that. I think everyone thinks they're going to come turn it around. I don't think so. I think the Cardinals get it done, beat them, and the Cardinals make a little noise here early.
They could be a little. Detroit could be a little hungover too. Detroit.
So you two are both on Arizona. I'm on Detroit, right where I want to be. Perfect.
True.
Beautiful. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I couldn't pick this game if you paid me $100,000 to. Ravens, Cowboys. Ravens on the road laying a point. Dallas got humiliated at home. The Ravens, I don't know what to make of this team, man. I don't even know what to make of Lamar Jackson anymore. Shit. Yeah, he's not good. I mean, like, obviously he's good, but he's not great, I should say. Fuck, shoot me in the face, bro. I don't know. Dallas at home? I have no idea who's winning this game.
Dallas got fucking abused last week, too. They're coming off a bad loss. But, Lamar has never looked worse. Like I always said, I think he's overrated. I'm watching a guy that has no confidence in any of his fucking teammates. And Zay Flowers is probably his best receiver he's ever had. He has a chance to throw. He's like, I'm going to run, even though the run's not there. Then he sees the run's not there last second. He's trying to throw it. And he's done that so many times this year that it's almost like frustrating. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Are you playing quarterback? Trust that the receiver's going to be there. Trust your team. He hasn't done that yet. John Harbaugh, I think, so overrated of a coach. Even though none of that matters in a one-game thing, Dallas coming off a bad loss and Ravens looking. But Ravens, again, you don't want to go 0-3. You go 0-3, your season's over. And they're looking at that. And I don't know. I think this is the downfall of the Ravens. I think the Cowboys are going to beat them today.
I think so, too. I'm not betting it. If Jake Ferguson plays, I'm taking Jake Ferguson to score a touchdown, though.
All right. I like that. And last game. This game, another official play for good old Nicky Smokes. Chiefs, Falcons, primetime Sunday night. Kirk Cousins coming off a huge win against Philly in primetime. Chiefs got bailed out with that pass interference call, even though it was probably the right call. I just don't know how you throw that flag. I love the Chiefs in this spot, man. I absolutely love KC. There's just simply no way I'm fading Patrick Mahomes with primetime Kirk Cousins, even though he finally pulled one out last week. I think the Chiefs kill him. -3 all day.
Yeah, I think this line is they made this line a little bit off of what we saw against the Eagles on Monday night. I feel like +3. I'm not sure what the look-ahead line was. It seems low.
I think it was 5.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're really getting that's insane. They gave him a 2-point value. I can't go against Mahomes. I mean, I did it already once this year. I feel like a fucking asshole. I went against him. I'm like, I can't believe I bet against. It feels dirty. It feels all wrong when I go against that guy. He's almost like a Tom Brady paint man. I got to take him.
I think he's better than both of them, like talent-wise and betting against wise. Yeah, he's just fucking phenomenal.
Easily, even though
my thing with Mahomes is he doesn't have a great against the spread record, but anytime I bet him, he sucks. Anytime I fade him, he's God. So, I'm in a tough spot, but I love the Chiefs here.
It's me with the Jets. Yeah, me too. I had to take the Chiefs.
That was me growing up with Peyton Manning. If Peyton Manning looked like Peyton Manning every time I fucking bet against him. And then when I bet on him, he had 4 fucking picks in the game. It's just ridiculous. But I'm addicted to Bijan Robinson. He might be one of my favorite players to watch in the NFL right now. He's a fucking horse.
He's amazing.
But here's the thing. That you're not going to have the Chiefs pressure – front four. Kurt's not really good at moving. I think he's gonna have a tough time with the Chiefs up front. So I'll take the Chiefs here too.
He looked good on his feet.
All 3 of us are on the Chiefs. Falcons outright to the window.
Easy.
All right. Well, shout out to everyone who watched. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Let's have a good Sunday. Let's make some money, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Let's go, boys. Peace.